Because I longed so much for a son, I sewed myself a son. But looking at my son, who always smiled, I couldn't suppress my sadness. So I wrote several notes and scattered them around town. The notes read, "A father without a son, searching for a son without a father." People didn't care and tossed them on the ground because, in their eyes, this strange fisherman had long been driven mad by loneliness and solitude. Until that day, a woman approached me. She spoke to me, seemingly without ill intent. I didn't want to say much, but she pulled out one of the notes. Then she said,
"O garoto sobreviveu comendo lata de atum, mas não abandonou o velho."
God had such mercy on me. There really was an orphan looking for a family. Watching Camilo play in the sand, I carefully sat beside him. I had never interacted with a child before, and although I didn't know how to communicate, I tried my best. While fishing, I saw Camilo get scared by the fish, so I took out a conch shell I had kept for years and showed him to put it by his ear, because whenever I did this, I could hear the sound of the ocean. But maybe because he wasn't familiar with it, Camilo lowered his head and placed the shell aside. When we got home, Camilo looked at his older brother sitting on the sofa. This was the only comfort in my lonely life. While I was cooking, Camilo finally spoke.
"Tem geleia de jabuticaba?"
As a father, I would do everything I could to satisfy my son. I asked Camilo to pick the fruit and then expertly made the jam. Camilo seemed a little shy, but I understood him well. I didn't pry into his past. I just tried to do everything I could to be good to him. That night, Camilo and I shared our names with each other. Because we'd both been lonely for too long, we felt sensitive to everything. So to someone we accepted, we gave everything without reservation. Besides, we were father and son now. After dinner, we sat on the old sofa. I didn't know how to interact with Camilo, so I relied on instinct. But with my closeness, Camilo still felt uneasy. So he decided to start with a ball to build our relationship. He was raised by his grandparents, and when it came to interacting with people, he was far more mature than I was. But when I woke up, Camilo was gone. I saw him playing on the beach. As a father, I had to be responsible for him. So, when Camilo asked to go to school, I didn't refuse. I had been showering with cold water, but I boiled hot water for him and then sent him to school. Like a real father, I waved him goodbye.